Welcome to Local Edition on Time Warner Cable. I'm Steve Swat with the Sacramento Report. In the next few minutes, we're going to talk about issues important to the Latina community in the state of California. My guest is Josefina Ramirez, and you are the co-chair, I understand, of what's called Latina Action Day.
Yes.
Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you for having us. I am proud to be the co-chair of the Latina Action Day, and I'm also an account director for Ogilvy Public Relations here in Sacramento. I'm a proud alumna of the Hope Leadership Institute, which is a 9-month leadership development program for professional Latinas. And HOPE stands for Hispanas Organized for Political Equality. We are a nonprofit, nonpartisan organization with a mission to achieve economic and political parity for Latinas across California.
So let me ask you, what are the primary issues that you are dealing with, that you're concerned about?
So our organization is really advocates for Latina civic participation and civic engagement, ensuring that Latinas up and down the state register to vote and get their communities involved in the political process. We also advocate for education, access to education, whether it be childcare, preschool, or at the higher education level. We also advocate for for healthcare reform. This is a big year for for the state of California and for our nation with the implementation of Obamacare. So we want to make sure that Latinas are engaged in the healthcare reform discussions.
How would you characterize really the state of the Latina population now in terms of these issues? I mean, are you lagging behind where you'd like to be?
I think there's a lot of work to be done.
Yeah.
I think that we made good progress in informing and educating Latinas to get involved. HOPE has worked tirelessly for the last 20 years to build a pipeline of women that are in local appointed and statewide appointed office. We are lacking in elected officials and representation at the statewide level. Our numbers are going down, so we need to make sure that we get more women in that pipeline engaged and having a seat at the table at those decision-making tables where issues of education, healthcare reform are being made and include this growing population of Latinos statewide.
Well, it's interesting because the population is in fact growing, and yet the number of legislators sort of is fluctuating. So how do you get more women involved?
We just, I think the work that HOPE does is the Leadership Institute, the training development to remind women that if we're not at the table, we're on the table. So we build these professional development and leadership training courses around campaign work, around advocacy. How do you lobby your legislators? And that's a big part of Latina Action Day.
And that's Action Day.
Yes, right. Correct. And so at Latina Action Day, it's a public policy conference that brings together women from all sectors, college students, student leaders, professional Latinas, and accomplished Latinas to come together and talk about the issues that we care about, which, like I mentioned, this year we're going to focus on the California state budget, education reform, and on healthcare reform. And so we have, these town hall meetings and these public forums, and then we actually go over to the Capitol. We march over to the Capitol and have an advocacy day with our legislators.
Before we run out of time, if any of our viewers are interested in this, how can they approach you or get involved with this?
Okay, so the best way is to go to the HOPE website, which is www.latinas.org. You can also like us on Facebook under HOPE Latinas, and you can follow us on Twitter at HOPE Latinas. And if you go to any of these social media channels, especially our website, all of the information about Latina Action Day will be there.
And the date is?
It's April 2nd here in Sacramento.
Well, Josefina Ramirez, thank you very much talking about Action Day, Latina Action Day in Sacramento. Best of luck.
Thank you so much.
And thanks to our viewers for watching Local Edition on Time Warner Cable. I'm Steve Swat. A reminder, you can see this and other interviews on My Government on Demand, also on YouTube.